Hello, my beautiful queer friends. Poems by Joy here, and today I'm going to give you an update on all of the queer things that I have done lately. Spoiler alert, it involves G Flip in person. Stay tuned for concert footage. So I run poetry accounts called Poems by Joy. If you like what you see and hear today, click like and subscribe. Thank you so much. I first want to update you on my queer political poetry project called Queering to the Left. This is like a queer poetry manuscript that is going to be available for free as an anti capitalist statement. It is finished, y'all. Yes, and I just want to say I've come into a little bump on the road, and that is that because it is available or distributed for free as this anti-capitalist statement, I have had to come up with all the funds myself for printing, distribution, editing, writing, all of it. Now, I do have a degree in marketing, it's a Stratcom degree, so I do have faith that I'm going to get this out in all the queer spaces locally across the country. But it has just been a financial task to get it done. So I'm going to do it. But if you want to help, I mean, you can email me. I'll put my email on the screen. I'll put it down below. If you have it in your heart to help, email me. I also have a bonfire merch store on my website, poemsbyjoy.com. If you want to buy something, go ahead. It's radical. It's a radical store. But that's how I fly. If that gives you any indication of what the poetry book will be like, there you go. So obviously I'm taking the path of most resistance. That is just the way I am. I can't do nothing easy, y'all, and I don't plan to. So, for all of my updates, first of all, I did a pop up poetry stand at Indie Reads in Indianapolis for National Coming Out Day on October 11th, and it went so well. It started off a little slow, I have to admit, but then people started to have me write poems for them, and I didn't actually get to raise a lot of funds for Indie Reads. They're a nonprofit in their bookstore. But I did get tipped, and that let me know that people really did care about the poems that I was writing. And I felt that they were really moved by the poems I was writing, whether they were queer or not. And I just felt honored to be invited into all the stories that I was invited into to write for people, couples, singles, um, sons, daughters, just all sorts of people. And I just felt honored and touched to be a part of that movement for everyone. So it was just a wonderful experience. It was a pay what you can event. Like I said, I didn't get to raise many funds for Indie Reads, but maybe next time I'll be more explicit about how the donation process was. I was a little confused about like how do I take the money, so I ended up writing all the poems for free for everyone, which is fine. Usually my pop-ups are free. In fact, if you want me to still write you a poem to help you come out, you can email me and I will write you one for free in the spirit of National Coming Out Day. Now, on a personal note, when I advertised that I was doing this event on my private socials, I got a lot of support, but not all of it was support. Now, there was a phone call that I thought that I might get from a friend, and I did get it. She was disappointed. She was disappointed in me. And I kind of want to pretend like it didn't bother me. But she said something like, "Oh, you're posting that funky stuff online again." And I'm a sensitive soul. And I think deep down inside, I'm going to admit this and be vulnerable here, I really want to be liked, loved, even, and accepted and approved of. So I was actually really hurt by that comment that I knew was coming, and that I was scared to actually put this information online for a while. And I know I talk a lot about just be queer and be proud, but I was really upset and bothered when I got that comment in my voicemail because I do want to be accepted. So that was tough. But I moved on. I picked up, moved on. I did not return the call because they didn't ask about me per se. How are you doing? How's your kidney transplant? How are you feeling? They jumped right into, I saw you're posting funky stuff online, and so I know they're not really caring about me per se. And that hurts. Upward and onward. So the next queer thing that I did was I went to a Doja Cat listening party at Greg's R Place, which is a gay bar here in downtown Indianapolis. I met a lot of cool friends, really cool people. I sat and talked with a new kid named Cooper. Well, he's not a kid, a little bit younger than me. I use that phrase colloquially. Really cool people out there, and go listen to the new Doja Cat album. Is it Vi? Is that how it's pronounced? Well, let me tell you about all the best songs on Vi. Okay, Jealous Type, All Mine, and Silly Fun. They are bangers. They are great. You have to go check out these songs. Kind of give a Paula Abdul vibe. And Doja Cat is part of the community, y'all, bisexual. So let's go. Let's support. Then I saw G Flip in concert. It was kind of a last minute ticket purchase because I had been tired all week. I had to work and I wasn't sure I was going to be able to make it to the show. But at the last minute, I said, "Are there tickets available?" And there were. And this show was life changing. Every now and then you see an artist in person, and the other one I saw that changed my life was LP. They make you want to live your life in a more authentic manner. Just something about that person makes you just want to be yourself on the biggest, boldest, grandest scale. And something about that G Flip show and the community that surrounded me at that show made me want to live my life in the most authentic way possible. So, without further ado, here's some footage of G Flip. Tell me what you think. And I just think it's a great, great show that changed my life. Let's jump into it. So, I have two poems for you considering all the gay things I've done in the past few weeks. The first one is called Always Letting Go, and it deals with that disappointing and unapproving phone call after I posted about my poetry pop up stand. So, I want to preface this with I have a degree in biblical studies, summa cum laude. I like to think that I know the word and like to think that I know Christ and that things like that can't shake me. But sometimes they do. And this is what this poem kind of deals with, the intersection of faith, sex, and sexuality. Arkasinkoitai is where you left me. A small exhale, a breath imprinted on the mirror. I want to believe in everything the righteous man says, even when I see bits of fresh flesh still hanging from the tips of his bicuspids. Game was torn. My friend Mary left a voicemail 2 weeks ago today. Told me I was posting funky stuff online again. Rare boomer code for that flesh on righteous teeth should have been mine this time, and I am no longer invited to the inner pew of glory that sits the women of honor and truth. I do not return the call, but send a distress signal out on the clock app. writing my gay agenda. A video that no one responds to or likes, just enough to let me read into omens and graves, clothes I know I shouldn't wear. I prance around the lies I tell myself like the wounds needed to be fed. I stuff them anyway, blending in a mixture of binging, Amazon shopping, and Hinge crying, fully expectant, fully wanton, fully shameful. Like Mary didn't add to the wound. Like the lack of sex was no big deal. Like the feelings of loneliness weren't the scab. Like I was pushing through just fine. And one day I felt I could lay down on the altar. Maybe be the Isaac leaning into whatever I was obviously being called to let go. Why should I have to always be letting go? It deals with the Greek word that's often interpreted as homosexuality at the beginning. The next poem is aptly named After the G Flip Concert, I Could Fly. My body, just a vapor you see as smoke, curving its way up to the ceiling of the deluxe room at this venue. A sultry puff you can exhale, maybe even let warm your lap, pull your hair. An interesting set of feels, an appreciative choice of words, but I cannot help to look up from my phone recording the show and soak in the actual moment in real time. This is my moment to come into myself. Heat rising. Let me know if you can join. The aftermath is your nails combing across my skin, my brain, but it is just a song, love. This is just my imagination, and this is just a theater. Oh, behave. We can all agree that after a momentous concert, full on performance, we can all feel that we could fly. I loved that show. Well, that's all I've got for you today, queer friends. I love you. Have a wonderful day. You are so wonderful and special. May you find so much love and light, and may you do wonderful queer things and be authentic and happy. Have a great day.